Great win. Great team win. I think this team's learned a lot of different ways to win games. In today's game, we don't come in we don't really follow our plan to win. We've won some games following the plan to win exactly. We've won games making big explosive plays. We won kind of the drag-out, back and forth brawl. We come in today and we don't follow our plan to win. We end up like 3 of our first half possessions in the red zone net a total of 6 points. That's 15 points we left out on the board in the first half. For just scoring a touchdown when we get to the red zone, not like doing anything special. We're -3 turnover ratio until the last play of the game. Turned the ball over in bad situations. I don't have the field position chart in front of me, but I imagine we don't win field position. All the things about winning, following our plan to win, we don't execute, but we find a way, don't let go of the rope, Don't let go of the rope. You find a way. I don't care how you're getting. If you're getting dragged across the field, it's burning through your hands. You don't let go of the rope. You grasp and you hold on, and eventually you get your feet in your ground and start tugging and pulling back. And we did that, and finally started to execute on both sides of the ball in the kicking game and make plays and get a win. So.
How are you guys able to kind of overcome what seemed like some frustration in the first half and settle that?
Well, I think part of it is, if you go back, and I think the team learned from, our one loss this year, is when you get frustrated, just don't. We'll get you coached up. Don't try to cowboy and do your own thing. Just try. We're going to make some adjustments. We're going to scheme some things up. We'll make sure we're in the right position if we need to. Some of it's just lack of execution, but don't go overboard trying to make a special play. Just execute cleaner. Play a little harder, a little more strain, a little more cleaner execution, right? And if we do that, I figured if we do that, we'll get some stops. And, in the first half, again, I don't know that we weren't really being slowed down a whole lot in the first half. We were just not finishing drives and scoring or turning the ball over. So I just say, hey, let's execute and finish, and we'll be okay on the offense side of the ball. Defense, we're getting knocked off ball a little bit, so we just got to fit the gap, strain, clean, get guys on the ground, force them to drive the length of the field, and when they get them in a pass situation, go make a play. And we did enough of that in the second half to win.
What went down on that play?
Yeah, we're not going to get into that publicly at all. It's all Greg. Derek's a really close friend of mine. I think we both, our sideline, we got to make sure our sideline, we're cleaner in that situation. And I'm sure he probably thinks the same thing, but we don't. There's nothing carrying over from that, and nothing to get into publicly.
Man, what went into the thinking on the fake punt?
Well, we looked if we had the look for it earlier in the game, and it looked like we were going to have the look, and we needed some momentum, and so it seemed like a good time to call it again. Right, the trick plays right there. You get into them, and it's when you call it, when the execution you execute it with. It's not. It's drawn up to work, but it's not like a base play that you've practiced 5,000 times. It's installed day one. It's stuff that you have to be ready for in those situations. Yeah, no, we called that one, and we can get out of it if it's like if it's certainly something bizarre. But we called it, and they rolled with it.
Felipe's ability to rally, had 2 pretty bad turnovers.
Yeah, his first turnover to me wasn't really bad. His first turnover got tipped. You know what I'm saying? Could have handed the ball off, too. It's a run-pass option, and just ball gets tipped. That was annoying and frustrating. What was the second interception? Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, man.
But he threw for a career high, I guess.
He did?
Is he rallied.
Good for him. Yeah, I thought after the one turnover, he got moody and Brian screamed at him, and that's about it. And so, and then he he'll tell you, he was moody, and just stop. No, the fumble. I think it was the fumble or one of those plays. It was the fumble. It sure wasn't the interception. Interception, hey, he's trying to make a play. We had a look. Ball gets tipped. That stuff happens. I made Yeah, I mean, the easy thing, second guess, hey, hand it off, don't throw it right there, and you know what I mean? Or, all of a sudden we hit in the backfield at the mesh and we fumble it and lose 4 yards. Hey, throw it. I mean, they kind of was in between. They gave us a little bit of both, and he just made his decision. So I like confident decisions.
We plays with the balance, though, two 200-yard rushers on this 600-yard.
Yeah, I guess, right? That's, that's part of the plan. And, if you look at it with our guys, if those guys really buying in to the rotating the backs and doing what they're supposed to do and being ready to go in those situations. And, pretty good day right there in balance. I liked our tempo. One of the things we wanted to do is come into the game and play with some tempo. I thought we played with a little bit of tempo this week and got up in balls, went quick. We were able to do that. We ran 92 plays. That's more what I'm used to. I'm 92 to 58 in play total. I'm more used to that number than we've had a couple times the opposite this year. But I guess we turned the ball over a bunch too to make that happen. So.
What was the message after the ejections?
No, that's that they told us they gave. The hardest one is I couldn't hear what the calls were. So by the time finally I got them over. But they'd already started the clock when they told me, like everyone, so I couldn't warn anybody. I couldn't even get really the message. I wish they would have came in just a little cleaner, maybe communication on the whole thing. But we got a locker room and say, hey, everybody's got an unsportsmanlike penalty. So you get another one, you're thrown out of the game. That was about it. You know what I mean? It was more about the football part of it all to me. If just let's be smart, play football. Because it's not like we were. Perfect on the, perfect from between the whistles, from snap to whistle. It wasn't like we were, like a juggernaut in the first half right there with how we were executing and playing. So, let's put the focus back on that and get back to execution.
Did that whole thing light a fire under some guys, though, Dan?
No, I really don't think it was to me to make sure I was concerned it could have gone the other way. Well, I think a lot of people talking this week, hey, I've been in this league long enough. You got to come out and play your A game. Every single week. We didn't have the best week of practice, I'll be honest with you. But it's hard, and I know that. And it had nothing to do with the opponent or the time or the environment. We didn't have the best week of practice because we had 3 really emotional games in a row, and that is physically and mentally exhausting and draining for everybody on the team. So I think everybody's like, boy, we're how are we going to come in this game? We came into this game with energy and juice. We just didn't execute real clean, and maybe we're a little tired from those 3 games, but not just. And I don't think physically tired. I think just emotionally, mentally a little bit exhausted from those 3 games. And so for our guys to battle through us, if good teams, and a good team can beat anybody every once in a while, but great teams find a way, to do it every single week. You got to find a way. You can't slow down. Okay, we got a bye week right now. Everybody gets a chance to catch their breath, right? Then we come back. We got 5 in a row. So we got to get rested and then build on our mental toughness for those next 5 as we come back.
How tough was it to go without Beauchamp, though, when he's playing?
Next guy's got to step up and play. You know what I mean? It's not what you plan on, but the next guy's got to go step up and play. And, we've dealt with some significant injuries during the course of the season, and guys have stepped up to make plays, and we were able to do that in the second half. And, obviously that's a tough loss, and, just got to be a little bit smarter, for him. It's unfortunate they call, penalties on both entire teams, which ends up disqualifying him, but, hey, that's their decision.
Yeah, the penalties again. You had a few silly penalties again.
Yeah.
What's that kind of level of concern there as far as mental toughness and sort of?
Well, I don't know. It's mental toughness with that, just a little disciplinary acts. There's a fine line our guys got to learn between going hard and going over the top. You know what I mean? And I'll continue to coach that. But I'd much rather say whoa than sick 'em. And so we'll continue to work and coach that. I don't want to slow down with our aggressiveness in how we play the game. The benefit to that, I think we cut down some of our procedural penalties, right? Do we have a false start?
One.
And then we have 1 offside. Those are the ones that irk me. You know what I mean? And then 2 of our pass interferences, I think, one certainly could have avoided. Just cleaner execution. But the effort plays, we're going to coach that up and just learn to be good decision makers.
Dan, you know about the player you're running back? I think guys over 100 today.
That's good, right? I don't know. When's the last time that happened, Steve? Steve gives me all kinds of interesting facts. Tied for the largest comeback in school history on the road today. In case you didn't know that. When was the last one?
Chris Leak in 03 as a freshman.
At Kentucky? I wasn't here for that. We were much better on third down today, I see. You were pretty frustrated that night, weren't you? 2 backs over 100?
Matt Jones, Kelvin Taylor.
Who?
Matt Jones, Kelvin Taylor.
George.
Big time? Well, that's not really that exciting, man. No, but I'm glad both guys ran hard. Obviously, we had some explosive runs too, which explosive runs help put up the stats. But I liked our consistency within the run game. I think was pretty solid all night. Especially, even at the end to be able to come in and finish the game off running the ball there at the end is pretty huge.
How do you explain some of the big plays the defense gives up?
Yeah.
That aggressiveness, can that?
Yeah, I think some of them. I think we're going to see a lack of effort. I think some we're going to have an MA. Missed assignment. I think some, I don't think we strain to the level that's expected to strain to erase and eliminate a big play. That makes sense? Guys got to understand, if one guy makes a mistake for a big play, everybody else there can't sit there and say, hey, I did my job. We need guys to erase it. Hey, they created a big play. Erase it. Hey, they got a 12-yard play, 13, 14-yard play. Erase it. And make sure that's the end of it and doesn't go any further.
Real quick, guys, some of our players are available now.
Oh, yeah, because they're Missouri 2016? Well, that's not really that special then.
Against Max Protect and some of the extra lineman stuff they're doing, though, right? The stream,
Our players aren't going to win them all, guys. You need to get out there.
No! We got to strain. If they're going to max protect, we got more guys to cover. So they shouldn't be able to complete a pass. And it goes both ways.
Coach, can I ask you a quick question about the tight end? We've seen a lot of tight ends this year.
Yeah.
Especially probably 5 a game, 4 a game. What's it like having that piece, being able to have a certain dynamic for each player? I've seen a lot of Kyle Pitts and
It's great. You know what? With Kyle being able to be out there, it's the ability. Tight ends give you the opportunity to create mismatches on the field. And that's what's so special about it, is creating those mismatches on the field to be able to, create pass mismatches and run mismatches back and forth. And it's a group, especially when you look at Kyle and Kroll and Kamori Gamble, the young guys coming along that I really like, because those guys have some playmaking ability. Tate's not going to let it go without a tight end question. Tate's like, you know what the question really was? You know what the really question was? Hey, when you were here last time, we didn't do all that with the tight ends.
What did you think was the key turning point in the game? Like when it went from Vandy was in the driver's seat to our team stepping up?
I think the fake punt. Really helped us. And then we went on. I think we scored that drive, didn't we? Touchdown.
That was Van Jefferson.
Touchdown, right? I thought we scored right after the fake punt. But I think that was it. I think we're back to the wall. I think it was kind of going, we don't have field position. We're trying to flip field position back and forth and maybe get a drive. And when do we go score and let it come to the end? I think that fake punt and then us scoring kind of gave us some momentum and allowed the offense to really start scoring points.
I know you want to enjoy this one, but
I will.
How monumental is this Georgia game going to be?
I guess it'll be pretty big. I'm on the bag tomorrow, though, so I got a lot of pressure on me tomorrow.
Golfing bag.
I'm caddying. We coming up. I'm on.
Not the brown bag. Golfing bag.
Obviously, everyone in this room would think I'm caddying, except for you, who's like. Because
I mean, if Tate starts talking, I'm going to start talking.
No, I'm caddying more. No, it's a big game. But here's my deal. I've never been in a Florida-Georgia game where it's not a big game. I'll be honest with you. I've coached in 4 of them. Can't recall one that wasn't a big game. So
They're defending SEC champions, and you guys are obviously.
I played in one where we were defending national champions, and we lost.
That's right. So.
There we go. So, yeah, I know. It's Florida-Georgia's a big game. Always has been, always will be. And, and I'm going to tell you what, it's one of the great, most fun games to ever be a part of, one of the most fun games to play in, one of the great atmospheres in all of college football. You come, and it's a fun deal. You know what I mean? Whether it's driving through all the small towns in Florida and people are cheering for you when you're heading up there on Friday on the buses going through, or when, I don't think we're staying where we normally stay this year, but we're not, but you come over the bridge into Jacksonville and just the sea of people, I mean, you haven't been to it. I know everybody here has, but you haven't. It's one of the special deals in college football.
The first drive starts out with 3 very big passes. Was that the game plan going in to try to test the Vandy second?
Yeah, we scripted it. So a lot of scripting. And we scripted it. And, I think it just allowed us. I think one of them was a run-pass option, and so we hit the pass. And, we want to play with great tempo. And I thought we did. We picked up the tempo today. That was... each week we try to do, sometimes trying to ball control, do different things. Today coming in, we wanted to play with tempo. The game allowed us to do that, and we were able to execute and do that, get a bunch of snaps.
When the team has an off week in practice, where's your headspace going into Saturday?
Where's my headspace?
Where are you concerned? Are you nervous?
Well, Megan's 2-1, and she's, in events, like she's won 2 out of 3 events this year. So I'm very nervous. I've already told, don't even talk about putting. Like, just, he's got it. I'm basically wiping clubs. No, next Saturday?
No. You said that they didn't have a great week in practice this week.
Oh, how concerned was I?
Yeah, you're concerned. You're nervous.
No, I'm sorry. No, I was concerned, but not in a bad way because we didn't have a bad attitude at practice. We really didn't. You guys are 18 to 22-year-olds. There's a reason no one goes undefeated in the NFL. Right? Because the parity's right there. And so you got to bring your A game to play to win every single week. And especially when you come off the 3 in a row. I always say in this league, it's not about the one game. It's never about the one. It's the grind, and eventually the grind catches up to you. And the grind caught up to us a little bit in practice this week. Right? And the grind caught up to us a little bit during the game. But I'm tell you what, that's why, and Coach Savage and what they do in the offseason is to teach you to fight through that, have the mental and physical toughness to grind through it to make the plays you need to win.